We interrupt regular programming for this McDonald's commercial break. Is at McDonald's. Have you had your break today? We now return to your regular program.
But what if I told you that program never actually ended? That for decades, McDonald's has been running one of the most powerful psychological campaigns in history, and it starts with two colors, red and yellow. Those red and yellow colors aren't just for show. They're engineered to grab your attention and even spark your hunger. Marketing experts even have a nickname for it, the ketchup and mustard theory. In this short documentary, we'll explore why McDonald's chose red and yellow as its iconic colors, how they affect our brains, and how this color psychology became the secret sauce of fast food branding. To understand the color choice, let's go back to McDonald's beginnings. The first franchised McDonald's opened in 1955 in Des Plaines, Illinois, had a striking red and white design created by architect Stanley Meston. The McDonald brothers loved the look, but felt something was missing. The roof seemed too flat. Meston's solution was bold. Add two giant golden arches rising through the roof. These neon yellow arches made the little hamburger stand visible from far away, beckoning drivers to pull over. The arches were literally built to grab the attention of passers-by. By the early 1960s, those golden arches graduated from architecture to logo. In 1962, McDonald's adopted a new logo that featured a stylized yellow M, the two arches together, over a red background resembling a roof. His was the birth of the logo we know today, bright yellow arches set against red, a combination that would come to symbolize fast food around the world. Interestingly, McDonald's leadership had a hunch early on about the power of these symbols. Design consultant Louis Cheskin famously urged McDonald's to keep the golden arches in the logo, even as the actual arch-shaped buildings were phased out. He claimed the arches subconsciously reminded customers of Mother McDonald's breasts, giving a subtle feeling of nurturance and comfort. Bizarre as it sounds, McDonald's heeded that advice, showing how even in the 1960s, psychology was at play in branding decisions. The colors red and yellow paired in those arches would soon prove to be marketing gold. Colors can influence our emotions and behavior. In fact, studies show that up to 90% of snap judgments about products can be based on color alone. Color has a huge impact on our brains, shaping how we form memories and cravings from a young age. So what do red and yellow do exactly, especially in the context of food? Red is a powerful appetite stimulant. Researchers have found that simply seeing the color red can spark your appetite. It's a stimulating, high-energy color associated with excitement and activity. Psychologist Satyendra Singh, in a 2006 study on colors in marketing, noted that the color red literally stimulates appetite. How? One theory is that red can increase your heart rate and blood pressure, essentially revving up your engine. This physiological arousal might subtly trick your brain into thinking you're ready to eat, or make food aromas and images more enticing. As one analysis put it, red increases heart rate, which helps to jumpstart your appetite. It's no coincidence that McDonald's, KFC, Wendy's, and many others drench their logos and restaurants in red. They want you physically stimulated and impulsive when you see their branding. Yellow complements red by evoking happiness and grabbing attention. Color expert Karen Haller explains that yellow conveys happiness, optimism, and friendliness. It's the color of sunshine, after all, triggering feelings of warmth and cheer. When you see McDonald's golden arches, the yellow hue subtly whispers, friendly, fun, easy, a much different vibe than, say, the sleek black of a luxury brand. Importantly, yellow is also the most visible color in daylight to the human eye. It's no wonder those arches stood out from afar. The combination of high-visibility yellow and appetite-stimulating red is a masterstroke of marketing psychology. One marketing blog noted that yellow's attention-grabbing nature even has a physiological effect. It can speed up our metabolism, meaning being around yellow might make us burn calories faster, potentially making us feel hungry sooner. Whether or not yellow literally makes you hungrier, it certainly shouts, "Look here," with cheerful urgency. When you combine red plus yellow, you create a 1-2 punch of appetite stimulation and positive vibes. It's fast food's secret formula. Red makes you hungry, yellow makes you happy. As a result, just seeing that color combo can plant the idea of food in your mind. Think about how many times you weren't even planning to stop for food, until you glimpsed those bright red and yellow signs and suddenly couldn't stop thinking about fries. It's not magic, it's color psychology at work. McDonald's success with red and yellow hasn't gone unnoticed. In fact, the scheme is so common in fast food that marketers coined the ketchup and mustard theory to explain it. The theory's name is fitting. Red and yellow are the colors of ketchup and mustard, the classic condiments for burgers and fries. This creates a kind of symbolic association. When you see McDonald's colors, your brain might subconsciously flash to the taste of a burger loaded with ketchup and mustard, reinforcing your craving. One advertising executive argued that the McDonald's logo evokes the experience of enjoying those condiments on a burger, luring us like a pack of fast food zombies toward the golden arches. Dramatic? Sure, but given how many of us have fond memories of McDonald's meals, the color scheme does tap into a deep well of nostalgia and flavor. Beyond McDonald's, almost every major fast food chain has dabbled in red or yellow in their branding. Take a drive down any commercial strip and you'll see the pattern. Burger King, In-N-Out, Carl's Jr., Pizza Hut, Dairy Queen, Jack in the Box, and Denny's. Red and or yellow are splashed across their logos and storefronts. It's almost a design uniform for the industry. Burger King's older logo featured a bright red bun outline with a yellow fill, and even today their restaurants use bold orange, red, and blue. Wendy's uses red for its signage and logo background. In-N-Out Burger is a classic example. Its logo has a bright yellow arrow on a red backdrop, instantly signaling fast, tasty burgers and fries. KFC uses red as its primary color, often paired with the Colonel's white. And Chick-fil-A famously has a red logo. All these brands are consciously or unconsciously leveraging the appetite appeal of red and the approachability of yellow. Of course, there are exceptions, and they're intentional. Some chains choose different colors to stand out or convey a specific message. Subway, for instance, leans into green with yellow accents to imply freshness and health, distinguishing itself from the red-saturated burger crowd. Taco Bell broke away with a purple and pink logo in the 1990s, a bold move to appear unique and perhaps target a late-night younger audience. Purple is often seen as creative or mysterious, quite unlike McDonald's sunny disposition. Starbucks isn't fast food, but it's a quick-service giant that chose green to signal calmness and natural vibes, the polar opposite of McDonald's energetic reds. And notably, McDonald's itself has adjusted its colors in certain markets. In parts of Europe, McDonald's outlets swapped the classic red backdrop for a deep hunter green background behind the golden arches. This was done around 2009 to project an eco-friendly image, aligning with European customers' growing environmental awareness. The green arches still keep the familiar yellow M, but the mood is different. It says, "We're a greener McDonald's," rather than "fast and fun McDonald's." Despite these few outliers, red and yellow remain the reigning king and queen of fast food branding. The fact that so many competitors stick with this palette shows just how well it works in grabbing customers. McDonald's use of color doesn't stop at the logo. Walk into a McDonald's restaurant, and you'll often find red and yellow in the decor, from the seating to the splash of the play place, in locations that have them. This isn't an accident. Designers know that bright, warm colors encourage us to eat and leave relatively quickly, perfect for a high-turnover fast food joint. In contrast, more subdued colors, think olive greens, soft browns, or subdued blues, are used in sit-down restaurants to make you relax and stay longer. McDonald's early interiors featured a lot of bold red and yellow plastic, which created a sense of fast-paced energy. In recent years, some McDonald's have toned down the interior colors to more muted tones, even incorporating greens or neutrals, to make the atmosphere a bit more comfortable, but the branding and packaging remain heavy on red-yellow because that's what triggers the instant recognition and appetite. Even the food packaging, the fry boxes, the drink cups, sport those same colors, reinforcing the message at every turn. There's also a practical visibility aspect. Imagine you're on a busy city street or a highway with dozens of signs vying for attention. McDonald's wants to be the first thing you spot. The human eye is naturally drawn to yellow and red, especially in the daylight and against neutral backgrounds. That's one reason why traffic signs and emergency signals often use red or yellow. They demand to be seen. McDonald's taps into that same principle. Those colors make their billions-served golden arch signs pop out instantly amidst the visual clutter of other businesses. The goal is that even if you're not consciously hungry, a glimpse of the golden arches might plant the idea, I could go for a burger right now. And often, that's all it takes. In the end, the red and yellow of McDonald's are far more than a design choice. They're a strategic sensory cue. By leveraging color psychology, McDonald's turned its logo into a hunger-inducing beacon. The warm red tones make your heart beat just a bit faster and your stomach a bit more eager, while the bright yellow brings a smile or a fond memory to mind, all in a split second. This color combo has become synonymous with speed, taste, and comfort in the fast food world. It's so effective that an entire industry followed suit, painting our highways and cityscapes in the same appetizing hues. Next time you find yourself inexplicably drawn to a McDonald's, check your surroundings. You might just notice how those red and yellow signals nudged your brain. Whether it's the iconic golden arches on a red sign or the playful red fry box with a yellow smile, the effect is consistent. It makes you think of food, fast. As consumers, we like to believe we make choices independently, but as this story shows, even something as simple as a color can subtly influence our decisions. Now that you know the psychology behind McDonald's colors, take a moment to look around the next time you drive by the golden arches. If you don't suddenly pull in for a bite, that is. You'll see not just a logo, but a carefully crafted invitation to feel a certain way. Hungry? Happy? In a hurry? That's exactly what McDonald's red and yellow are saying.